But one thing that we really do have to talk about right now, because like I've been dying to talk about it for quite some time, is Buffalo 66.
Ooh,
Yes,
Alrighty
hell
then. Let's
yes.
do it.
yes.
Dude, that movie blew my fucking mind. Like I went into it obviously with some high expectation because Eric had talked so highly of it and Perry and pretty
Uh-huh.
much everybody had talked so highly of it, but obviously Eric was really
Yeah,
probably
I was the
the
one pushing for it
yeah, he was
most.
the one pushing for it the most and
Honestly, the way that we were hyping it up when you said that you were going to watch it, I was fucking scared. I was like, oh god, we may have hyped it a little too much.
well, like I was telling Eric, like sometimes the hype doesn't fucking matter because if it's actually great, like it's great regardless.
Uh-huh.
We
And
hyped Brick. Where'd that go?
y'all could have told
Well,
me
it
it
didn't
was
live it up.
y'all could
It
have
didn't
told me
live
it
up.
was shit, and I would have been like, yeah, it's shit. But
Oh,
anyway,
whatever.
I don't want to get sidetracked
You guys
with
give
Brick
it like
talk.
nines and
Yeah,
tens. Am I the only one who gives it an 8 here?
Enough.
Cynic, let's focus on Buffalo 66, for fuck's sake.
No, I'm talking about Buffalo 66. You guys give it like tens and nines. Am I the only one who gives it an 8? Like,
I gave it an 8.
That's still a good
okay,
rating.
just making
Whatever.
sure.
I'm not too mad about that. It's fine.
I would give.
I know
Buffalo-
Eric gave it a 10, and I was like, when I first gave it a 7, I was like, oh no.
I was really worried Carlos might not have liked it. I could see a world where Carlos doesn't like it.
Well,
I could definitely see a world where Carlos kind of hates it, honestly.
the reality that we're living in now, I do not hate it, and I absolutely love it to death. I think it's
Then we're in a
absolutely fantastic.
good timeline. This is a good timeline.
This is a good reality.
Oh.
So yeah, the thing about this film is that like, so I don't think it's perfect. I think if I would rate it, I would give it a 9.
Uh-huh.
But it's, I just love how, I love the vision of it. I love the characters. I love the way it's written, and the editing choices are so bizarre, but
Mhm.
but it somehow works because I could see people
The
looking
way
at
the
it.
dinner scene is shot was fucking awesome.
Yeah, and just that's also another thing. The camera work was also something that was really like unique, and I was like, "This is interesting." Like the whole scene at the whole scene where they were having dinner. I admired the camera angles there. There was a lot of like perspective shots that I thought were interesting, but yeah, like I said, like the film editing was so like I could see people watching it and saying this is just like amateur and cheap. Like what the fuck is this? But like it just worked. Like because he establishes a thematic connection with the editing,
Mhm.
and that's what really got me, and that's something that I really admired with it and thought really worked with the film. And I gotta say, I might get into some spoilers here, so
Oh,
but that nightclub strip club scene was like it blew my mind. Like first of all, I love that song by Yes, the Heart of the Sunrise. Like
Yeah, that's a really good song.
I have a deep connection with that song. Like I've loved that song for at least 4 or 5 years now, and
Like Antichrist Deep Connection, or
okay, well, yeah, in a way. I mean, different connection, but yeah. um, um, but like the way that incorporated the song into that nightclub climactic scene was just like that was mwah, that was like creme de la creme cinema. Like I loved it. I thought it was
Yeah.
beautifully incorporated, and also like the ending to like, well, not the ending, but after he shoots what's his name, Scott Woods, which I thought it was just a funny concept throughout the film. It's like he's like I'm gonna kill Scott Woods. I swear to God, I'm gonna kill Scott Woods.
honestly, when I first saw it, I was like, does Vincent Gallo just fucking hate Scott Woods or something? Like, why is he the focus?
I, to be honest, I just love it from like a character arc perspective.
me too.
Like I've heard a lot of people complain about Vincent Gallo's character, that he's irredeemable because of the way he treats Christina Ricci, but it's like because of like his parents and like his upbringing.
He's so troubled. Like that's the
He's-
point.
Okay, then
Exactly.
here's the thing about that. what I really one of the main things that I love about the film is the way his language to her evolves throughout the film. Like in the beginning of the movie, when he first confronts her, he's like saying he's gonna kill her and he's like gonna bite a chunk out of her face and like shit her out. It's like really harsh, awful language. And then by the hotel scene, he's just like, I'm just gonna throw you out of the room. Like it's not that bad. It's still like, come on, like, don't talk to a girl like that, and like, come on. But it's also, at least you're not saying you're gonna kill her anymore. And then by the end, you really see him totally come around to her, and it's honestly, I wouldn't say that his character becomes likable, but I understand him. Like, I understand now why he was an awful asshole to her. So when he kind of redeems himself by the end, I'm like, okay, that's what I like. That's good writing right there.
Well,
like,
I love how the film
the kind of shit I was in.
I like how it demonstrates that he's somebody that literally won't allow any woman to get close to him. Like, that's why, like, in the hotel scene, like, she realizes that the only way to him is to really try and kind of ease your way into him, like, baby steps at a time. Like, there is no other way to even have a shot. And
I think the best part was like the scene when they're on the bed together, and then they like slowly progress to holding hands, and then they kiss, and then they're cuddling. Like that's a really good, that's a great
scene.
Visual representation of how to get to him as a person.
The ending scene is absolutely satisfying. Like it was so nice to get something that was like actually like gushy and happy and nice, because like
when he goes into the cafe and he's got like the biggest smile on his face and he's like, yeah, I'm getting these for my girlfriend. You got a girlfriend? Awesome. Here, get these for her. I was like, yeah. Thank God. Like, he got a happy ending. I was really happy.
Yes, it was. But you know what the funny thing is? I was still like nerve-wracked during that, because I was like, I swear to God, something bad better not happen. And because in
the middle of it, you're like, hold on, this is too good.
You definitely
too good.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I was like,
what are some movies that have that kind of
me too.
Either that or like he gets hit by a car crossing the street or something fucking random.
Yeah.
It's like, oh God, just let this be the end. Just end, please.
Exactly.
Like in a good way, not like an end so I can fucking leave, but end so I can like not be depressed as shit for the next day.
Yeah,
like, please.
You didn't want any room for like fuckery. You were like, please, just like get the fucking coffee, get the cookie.
Don't kill my spirit, please. Not right now. I can't handle it.
And I'm glad that the film did it, and it just ended on such a fucking nice, happy note. I was like, it's so nice to end a film in a nice note, because like, a lot of like art house unique films don't really do that.
I'm glad that it also didn't like end with him coming back to her. It just ended on that still image. I was like, good. Yeah. That's a good image to end on.
Yeah, because it just, it gets the point across. It's not doing too much, and I don't know. It was beautiful. I honestly really enjoyed the film a lot. Like, it's probably going to become one of my favorites ever.
Oh.
But here's the thing. The reason why I don't think it's perfect is because I think the setup is almost unbelievable and too coincidental. It's like, what are the odds that this guy finds this chick that is willing to put up with all of his abusive bullshit and not call the cops and not do all this kinds of crazy shit?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
I agree, but the scene where she's like dancing in the bowling alley.
Yeah.
That's the scene where I was like, okay, so it's clear she's not fully there. Not like she's not crazy or anything, but she's like in her own little world. She's kind of like in and out of it. She's just kind of like doing her own thing. So I guess that's the one part where I was like, okay, maybe I can sort of see why she wouldn't immediately call the cops. She's more one of those people that just kind of goes with the flow of what's happening.
No, like I get her character, and I think that her character is like kind of perfect for him. But my issue is that it's too big of a coincidence. Like, like he basically just picks her. He like all of a sudden, like he just happens to go to this place, and then he literally like kidnaps this bitch violently.
Basically,
and like the odds of him kidnapping somebody who's cool with it is like really, really low. But I get that life is crazy and it's not impossible.
Life is crazy.
But at the same time, it's like it's kind of really hard to just buy that.